Whether you're watching this video because you were just cruising through the internet trying to get more information about Norwex, or because a friend of yours has been talking about it endlessly saying how amazing it is and has asked you to help her host her party, then I want to welcome. What I'm going to be going through in this video are some of our key products that are going to help you clean 90% of your home just using water. So reducing chemicals in your home, saving you time, and saving you money. What sets Norwex apart from other companies is how dedicated they are to improving quality of life by radically reducing chemicals in your home. So they really have the environment and they have you in their hearts and in their minds when they're creating their products.
Did you know that about 80,000 new chemicals have been introduced into the environment in the last 50 years? And that only about 200 of them have ever been assessed for their impact on human health. There are many chemicals in household cleaning products as well as personal care products, and we don't even know how many of them affect our health or even the health of our children. Can you believe that only 5% of the plastic on our planet is recycled? And plastic pollution covers an area equal to 88% of our ocean surfaces. And keep in mind, that plastic never goes away.
And that's why our mission is so important. Norwex has solutions. Our products not only reduce chemicals in our homes, but they save you time and money and help you create your own safe haven. Started with our amazing microfiber. There's really three things you want to keep in mind that make Norwex microfiber unique in its quality and performance. Number one, to be considered a microfiber, you need to be 1/6 the size of a hair. But with Norwex, we're going 1/200th size of a hair. So that actually increases the tightness of the weave from the cloth, creating more surface area within each cloth. Number two, the density of the cloth is the reason why it can remove everything from surfaces. With just using water, you can actually remove 99% of bacteria. If you were to take one of the strands from the enviro cloth, you could actually stretch it 10 million feet. So that would be all the way from Canada, all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And number three, our trademark Backlock antibacterial agent is actually a unique microsilver that is embedded within the cloth. So that means the Backlock actually goes to work when the cloth is wet and then has self-purification properties against mold, fungus, and bacterial odor so that you don't need to launder the cloth every time you use it. So you know, next to your kitchen cloth when you use it or a sponge and all of a sudden you start to get an odor? Well, actually with these cloths, you just let them air dry for about 24 hours and they don't smell. So many of the cleaning products that we use in our house today have potentially harmful chemicals. So think of the glass cleaners, different surface cleaners that you have, bathroom cleaners that you use. Those all contain a lot of harmful chemicals that you inhale, that you touch with your hands, and that you can absorb through your skin. So the enviro cloth actually replaces all those chemicals, so all you're using is actually just one cloth and using some water. So by doing that, you're actually saving a lot of time, a lot of money, and you're creating a safer haven for you and your family. You're going to be amazed at everything that it can do. Everything from polished surfaces to wooden surfaces to floors, windows, porcelains, even taking stains out of carpets or out of materials. It can virtually clean everything. So the window cloth is actually the perfect companion for the enviro cloth. So with this cloth, it either comes pink or purple for polishing surfaces and leaving it with a streak-free shine that is absolutely going to amaze you. You can clean anything from polishing mirrors, glass tables, windows, chrome, faucets, taps, countertops, lots of items that you can find around your house that just need a streak-free polish.
Plus, all Norwex products have a 60-day product guarantee, and all the microfiber products carry a 2-year warranty.
You will save a lot of time and money by reducing paper towel use and glass cleaner purchases. And you're also going to be cutting back on chemicals that may harm your health and your environment. So together with the window cloth and the enviro cloth, you can cut your cleaning time dramatically. I would even say about half the time. So you're quickly going to discover that you can't have too many enviro cloths and window cloth duos. You're going to want them in every room of your house, in your bathroom, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, and you're just going to want to keep going with them even in your car and even at your workplace. Alright guys, let's get dirty. So what I'm going to be demoing right now is the enviro cloth and the window cloth together and how they can attack some of the dirtiest surfaces in your house. What we have here is a mirror with some let's get dirty fingerprints and some butter. So first thing we're going to do is use the enviro cloth, either wet or dry. The wetness of course activates the backlock in it so that you don't get that smelly stinky cloth at the end, and it's really going to pick up the thickest dirt. Then we're going to go ahead and use our pink or purple polishing window cloth to go ahead and dry off that surface and really polish, give it a streak-free clean, and make sure that it's just beautiful and shiny. So let's go ahead and do that. Cloth, you're going to fold it in four to really maximize the surface area from that cloth, and you're going to be able to flip it back and forth if you need to. So my cloth is wet. I don't need to be wetting the cloth itself or wetting the window, but if you wanted, or the mirror I should say, if you wanted, you could use a spray bottle with just some water in there, spray that surface and spray your cloth. All right, so let's go ahead and just wipe that dirty butter off of that door, off that mirror. Okay, so you can see I've taken off a majority of that butter, and now we're gonna go just again, and you can see I'm really picking it up and I'm not smudging it all over the place. And because I did put a really thick layer, I'm folding this enviro cloth over again, and I really wouldn't even need to go a third time. But there we go, all the butter's taken off, it's not even spread on the mirror, and you can't even see it on the cloth because it's really picked it up and really kind of sucked it in to say you're gonna stay in the cloth and you're not gonna smudge on that window. All right, so now we're using our pink or purple polishing cloth to polish that surface and leave it a streak-free look and sheen. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe that as best as I can, not even using any power or strength. And I promised I would amaze you. Just 2 cloths took all the butter off that mirror. Now look at it, just clean and clear. No Windex, no glass polishing agents, no toxic chemicals used on there. So you could go ahead and lick it if you wanted to. Your dog could put its nose all over it, and your kids could even start licking that mirror, and there would be no harm. Isn't that amazing? I love it. All right guys, so I promised you that these 2 cloths could amaze you and do all the surfaces in your house, and you could clean 90% of your house with it. So now I'm gonna show you our famous stainless steel appliances and how these 2 cloths can actually do better than some of the cleaning products that they sell to clean them. So you can see these dirty fingerprints that have been accumulating. I mean, somebody's walking around my house with dirty butter fingertips. So we're gonna go ahead and use our enviro cloth. Mine is wet. I prefer using it that way. It activates that backlock, makes it bacteria free after it's exposed to the air. So give it a nice clean. Then we're using our pink or purple polishing window cloth, and we're gonna go ahead and just dry off that surface just to leave it a streak-free, clean, and fingerprint-free shine. And don't stop there, you guys. You can do your microwave, do your handles. Just go ahead and wipe with one, and you could even just use your window cloth if you wanted for this. And then look at the stovetop, right? Don't stop at just those obvious dirty places. Look at the stovetop and how we're just gonna kind of take all that grime off and then leave it nice and shiny. So the cooked on stuff though, we're gonna be talking about the cleaning paste and how we can get that off, okay? So sometimes we do need a little bit more scrubbing power, so we're gonna talk about that cleaning paste. But now I just want you to see how the enviro cloth and the window cloth really just polish that ceramic cooktop without using any chemicals. Really just wiping it with one cloth, drying it with the other, and polishing it with that window cloth. And look how streak-free, shiny it is. Absolutely amazing. It amazes me every time. But I'm not gonna stop there. I'm gonna continue and do my countertops as well. Okay, removing again, like I said, 99% of bacteria, because that cloth with water just accumulates everything in the cloth, and then you leave it to air dry and it self-purifies itself. must-have product is our dusting mitt. This has the same material as those products we've been talking about, that microfiber with that back lock. So this, when it's a little bit wet, can actually pick up 99% of bacteria as well. It's made of a little bit thicker pile, can be used on both sides, and fits perfectly on your hand so that you can dust every surface area in your house and pick up even those little trinkets that are a little harder to get around and remove all of the dust. So you can use this dry, or you can use a little bit of spritz and just kind of get it wet a little bit. Again, that's what will activate that back lock, right? And you can use it on your surface. And you know, using it on wood like this and not using spray polishes actually makes it last longer, because those spray polishes can actually attract the dust. Now look how I'm just going to be picking this up and just wiping it with that mitt, and really just going around, even going around that television. You know, those hard to get spots, even blinds, round windows, and those hard to get areas. A lot of people even like to have two mitts so they can go ahead and use both hands and just start going all over. Once you're done with the mitt, you can always use your handy dandy little rubber brush and just kind of brush off all that dust that's just going to accumulate. You just pick it up, throw it out, and then you can keep using it. What allows this mitt to pick up so much dust is the microfiber actually is statically charged. So all you have to do is really rub it on itself like this to get the charge activated. So the products that we've seen so far are what we call the household package, and they can actually be found on page 46 for a great price. So what we've seen is the Enviro cloth, and if ever you're unsure of what the cloth that you get is, it's written right at the top here on this handy tag that you can actually use to dry your cloth as well. So we have the Enviro cloth with the back lock. Then we have the window cloth, which also has the back lock. And then we have our dusting mitt. So this is a great starter package if you're not sure where to go with it. Again, page 46 is where you get all your ideas for all the great packages that we have. The Norwex dusting wand is another must-have product, and it goes hand in hand, no pun intended, with the dusting mitt. So this has the nubby chenille on one side and the Enviro cloth on the other side. So it has the great Norwex and microfiber properties that you can find in all the other products. What's really great about this one as well is that the handle can actually be removed to be added on with our mopping handle, so that you can get to those really hard to reach areas such as the ceiling fan and nooks and crannies that are high up on shelves and things like that. So to get into those areas, what you can do is actually bend it, use the chenille side to really pick up that caked on dust and really the thicker particles of dust, such as a light like I have up here. I don't have ceiling fans, but I do have a light. You can also use the wand to go ahead and take spider cobwebs that might have accumulated in the corners over the winter months, and then, like I said, use it in those nooks and crannies on top of shelves that may often be ignored because they're hard to get to. And you can use that chenille side that will really trap in all that dirt in there, and you can even use the other side, maybe wet it a little bit to go ahead and have that extra cleaning power as well afterwards to rub that surface clean. And for those really hard to reach areas, you can take off the handle from your Norwex Enviro wand and go ahead and use the telescopic handle from the mop, add it onto there, really click it into place, and now use that telescopic handle that you can actually extend to get into areas that you might not be able to get to otherwise. So that telescopic handle can really allow you to reach in those high areas like the corners of the walls that I showed, or even on top of window ledges. So once you're done, you can remove your mop handle, and you can also remove the sleeve. So the wand sleeve can go straight in the wash, and now you're left with the wand. You can replace it with another sleeve and carry on with your cleaning, or just hang it up and just wait for it to dry. Now what I'm going to show you is the amazing mopping system. So this telescopic mop is actually adjustable to 160 centimeters. So it's really great for taller people or even to reach in further areas. So you can really just twist it and adjust it to the right height. So it really is shoulder height to be exact. But then that rod or that handle can be taken off and used for something else. And the base of it is actually with Velcro. So the pads will attach with Velcro. So when you're actually going to be resting this on a surface or a wall, it actually has a rubber ball to make sure that it doesn't slide off and actually hit the floor. So that's one of the greatest things that I love about the mop, okay? But that's not where it stops. It actually comes with two pads. So this one's a little bit dirty because I have been using it, well, they both kind of are, but it comes with a yellow one. So think yellow for sun. So really this dry mop pad has a thicker pile and it's like a vacuum for your floor. It's gonna pick up everything from little particles of dust to really thick bunches of dog hair or even dirt that's just accumulating on your floor. Now it also comes with a blue pad. So for blue, think wet. So this is actually your mopping pad that you're gonna use, and it has the Velcro in the back, and it also has that back lock in it, so the mop never actually smells. So when you're gonna use it, you're gonna notice that the way I'm gonna put that on the pad is I'm actually gonna leave a little bit of space just on the edge here, as you can see. And the reason that we wanna do that is because I can actually use the end of that pad to go up onto the edge of a wall and really get into that corner so that I'm not missing anything. Now using that mop, I'm gonna go ahead and do a nice figure 8 pattern with it to get into all the corners. And you really wanna do this before you mop. So this is really, like I said, your dry vacuuming pad. So once all of the dust has been picked up, and I'm gonna ask you to come back this way, just so we can get back to my garbage. So you can see some of the dirt that I've picked up here. Okay, but what I want you to see even better is just look at all the hair and the dust that this picked up. Okay, so it really is all stuck on that pad. And now all you're gonna do is go over your garbage can and just use your rubber brush like we used before with the dusting mitt. And you're gonna go ahead and brush that into the garbage. And look at the fluffs of hair that's just taking off of the mop, right? Of the dry mop. So just go ahead and keep brushing that to really clean it. Or you could use your vacuum if you wanted to just kind of vacuum that pad clean if you have a little handheld. But you're really removing all the little particles of dust without shaking anything up in the air. And so once you're done, now that that pad is clean again, I can go ahead and use it to continue on with my floors. So now I'm not using disposable dusting pads to clean my floor, to dust my floor. So thicker particles that didn't get picked up by the dry mop pad can then be picked up with an enviro cloth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pick up the bigger particles and go ahead and throw those out, just like that. All right, so once you've finished with your dry mop pad, you're gonna remove that and start using your wet mop pad. So it's as easy as taking it off the Velcro, and then your blue pad for wet. You can either run it under the tap and then squeeze out the excess water, or you can just use a spray bottle and spot clean with the water that you have in the spray bottle, which is my preference. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray the area and use that mop pad in a figure 8 pattern. And so now if anybody was to walk on that floor bare feet, there would be no chemicals, no toxic or harmful chemicals that would get absorbed into the skin. So when you're done with your mopping, you can just take off the blue mop pad, throw that in the wash for a good clean, then let it air dry or put it into the dryer for it to have the back lock activated and it's never going to smell, and you can carry on with your day. So the mop system is actually one of our most popular items in the Norwex product line. You're gonna save so much time and money by using this mop. Can you imagine? No more messy mop bucket or mop pads that you have to throw out, or even the smelly mop pads that you might have on your own mop. I promise you, this mop is worth every single penny. And there's 3 ways that you can really go about getting it. So you can go online and buy it right now, or the second way would be you can earn it for free by hosting your own party, or you can do like I did and earn it for free in our consultant starter kit by starting your own home-based business. You must be thinking, but Stefanie, these premium microfiber cloths must be quite complicated to take care of. but let me amaze you one more time. All you have to do is wash them in the washer and dry them in the dryer. There's just 3 simple rules that we ask you to consider. The first thing is no bleach, because that's just going to degrade the microfiber over time. Second thing is no fabric softeners and no dryer sheets, because that leaves a residue that will coat the fibers and then the fibers won't be able to do their job. And the third thing, no heavy lint items. So very thick plush towels, leave those on their own. Wash your microfiber cloths all together at once. That way you won't have to make things too complicated for yourself. Did you know that most laundry detergents actually contain a lot of fillers in them, which can clog up the fibers of your clothes or even your microfiber over time? So what we actually recommend is our Ultra Power Plus laundry detergent. So this has no filler, no additives, and no chemicals in it, which is fantastic for anybody that has very sensitive skin. It is hypoallergenic. We also have our wonderful wool dryer balls. They're made of 100% wool, and they can help the static electricity from your dryer and actually cut your drying time by 50%. So these are just great and amazing. And you can also add some essential oils to them if you wanted to add some nice scents to your dry clothes. So I really hope that with all the product that I've shown you today and everything that Norwex can do, I've really inspired you to take the steps forward to making your home safer and cleaner and more chemical free. You can save time, you can save money, and you can make your house so much cleaner and so much quicker. So I really hope Norwex has made its way into your home. So there's 3 ways that I would really love for you to carry on the Norwex mission. The first one is, Norwex is growing, and our communities need more consultants to be able to spread the word and to be able to carry on making safe havens everywhere. So if you've ever considered a home-based business or the opportunity to make a difference, I would like to invite you to ask me any questions about what it is that I do and how you could do it too in your home. And secondly, one of the best ways is to have me in your home and share these products with people that you know, people that you think that this would really make a difference in their lives, in their homes, and for their families. Plus, Norwex loves to gift their hosts with tons of gifts. So that's a great opportunity for you to earn a lot of product without really doing much. Lastly, our products are backed by a full guarantee. So the best way to really take full advantage of them is to start using them now. So I'm going to let you know of all the customer specials that we have going on so you can really benefit from all these products and even more as quickly as possible.
To order these great products, all you have to do is go to stefaniemusang.norwex.biz, select all the products that you love, and have them delivered directly to your home. Now, if you're watching this because one of your friends is hosting a party, make sure that during checkout, you're actually putting your order under your host's party.
I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that these products have inspired you, and I can't wait for you to try them out and have you be as excited as I am about Norwex. So have fun shopping, and I can't wait to hear from you guys.